Fabio, why ring worn by Princess Diana is called Diana ring?
Everything coming from Princess Diana became iconic, became a symbol of style. And it was the engagement ring from Prince Charles to the Princess Diana. At the end, the ring is very beautiful because it's simple. Why? There is all lateral stone diamonds, and then there is beautiful central sapphire from Sri Lanka, about 12 carat. A beautiful stone, a beautiful ring. It is the symbol of love between the princess and the prince.
In this podcast, we will find out where the rare diamonds actually went, why they become a mystery, why they are only written in history, and some of them are not even tracked till date. Today's guest is not new to this platform. He already did an interesting session about education, and he is Fabio D'Amico, Senior Education Instructor from HRD Antwerp. Welcome, Fabio.
Ciao, Krishna. Thank you.
Happy to see you again.
Yes, me too. Happy to see you again.
You're quite popular amongst my listeners, and on demand, we are doing this podcast. Thank you for making time.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Krishna. Really, I'm very happy.
You're a natural storyteller, Fabio, and you know about diamonds a lot. From past, you know about future, how it's happening today. I really want your take on some of the historic diamonds that have become mystery or part of museum or not even tracked till date. So, where should we begin from?
Let's start from one of the most famous diamonds ever, the Kalinan. Mm-hmm. Do you know the Kalinan?
Kalinan, I have idea that it's one of the rarest, but also what I know that the mine already depleted. They're not producing anymore.
Yes, the mine is the premier mine. To be honest, it was the premier mine number 2. Mm-hmm. And yes, we may say the Kalinan is the largest rough ever mined, something like more than 3,000 carats in the rough morphology. And from the Kalinan, also a trademark is coming. Let's say it's more than a jargon way to mark the rough diamonds, the modern rough diamonds. It's clippier or clippier, if you want to have the proper British pronounce. CL means Kalinan-like. Mm-hmm. The first I means irregular, because it means irregular in the shape, in the morphology of the rough. The double P means inclusion pure, the first, and the second means pure. And then we have also the last I and R. The last I means irregular in the shape, and the R means resorbed.
Resorbed. And what do we understand by when you say resorbed?
Resorbed means that during the journey from the depth of our planet to the surface, there was some episodes of dissolving or itching. Itching means that the surface of the rough has been itched. Okay, so that's why.
And itched and mine are different.
Itch, exactly, yeah. Mine or mining, means to extract. Yeah. Another curiosity, if my memory is good, the Kalinan was found something like 18 meters below the ground level. So below the surface, let's say that. But it formed something like 500 kilometers inside our planet. So it's crazy. This is another curiosity of diamond, if you want. Because many dealers, the industry, generally speaking, is always asking if we can determine the geographical location of a diamond. We cannot. Okay, but we can determine the depth of formation of the diamond. So we may say with the diamonds, we can move vertically, but not horizontally.
And it is to be confused with Koh-i-Noor diamond, or it is entirely different?
They're different, yes, because we are in South Africa with the Kalinan. We are in the old Transvaal colony. We are something like beginning of the previous century. The diamond was found in 1905, or very close to 1905, but has been sold only in 1907, so 2 years after, or something like.
And what do you have to say about Koh-i-Noor?
Koh-i-Noor is already fashioned diamonds. It means polished diamonds. Before we said about the Kalinan. Kalinan was a rough. From that rough, the Asher cutting company, they got something like 9 stones. The biggest was more than 500 carats. When we talk about Koh-i-Noor, the size is, or the carat weight is a bit less. We are talking about 100 carat, 105 to be precise. But the Koh-i-Noor is not coming from South Africa. It's coming from India. So we are in the Koh-i-Noor mine. Today, if I remember well, it's called Andhra Pradesh mine. And yes, also the Koh-i-Noor, if you want, like the Kalinan first, the first polished diamond from the rough, is in the royal family, UK royal family. Belongs to the royal family.
It's mounted on Queen's crown at the moment, the Queen Mother.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes.
If we ever want to have a podcast about what actually belongs to British royals, I really find that.
Oh, we have a long list, we may say. Yes.
Fabio, I have heard that there's some story behind Morrison Diamond.
Yes, yes. For example, we were talking about the Koh-i-Noor, the Koh-i-Noor mine in Golconda, no, now Andhra Pradesh. There is another very famous diamond coming from there. A very famous, but also very well known, let's say, starting from the previous century. The name is Hope, the Hope Diamond. But despite the name, the Hope Diamond is a very particular diamond because it's blue. First of all, it's very beautiful blue. Technically speaking, it's a fancy grayish blue. We are talking about 40 carats of stone, 45 if I remember well, but it's okay. And the story is very particular because the diamond is coming from the 1666, when one of the first gemologists of the history, Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, took it from a statue in India, from the statue of a goddess in India. The diamond was in the rough, still was in the rough, and it was representing something like the third eye in the face of the statue. He brought it in Europe, then the rough diamond has been cut, polished, etc. And from the moment Jean-Baptiste Tavernier took it from the statue, the diamond start, let's say, having negative or giving out negative energy. So all the owners of the Hope died in a very bad way, in a very violent way, until the last owner decided to give it to the Smithsonian Museum in US, and now it's there. So you can go there, you can see the diamond there. But there is one more very particular in the stone. It's one of the rarest cases we know where the fluorescence of the stone, of the diamond, is red. And when we off the UV light, the diamonds still emit energy as a phosphorescence, and also the phosphorescence is red like the blood. And the name Hope is coming from the last family who owned the diamond. The name of the family is Hope, and it's a bank family, beginning of the previous century.
Quite unfortunate.
Exactly, but I told you the last member of the family who owned the diamond decided to leave it in the museum, not to keep with him.
These are the strangest facts I'm ever getting to know from you, Fabio. Are there any facts related to Jubilee diamond as well?
Oh, Jubilee too is one of the most beautiful, I would say, diamond. Now we travel back to South Africa. We changed the mine. We are in the Jagerfontein mine. And we are a little bit, something like 1888, 1890. When we discovered this beautiful, big rough. It was about 600 carat, a little bit more than 600 carat. And from the rough, it was possible to cut out the Jubilee, the diamond you mentioned. We are at something like 245 carat, more than, and it's colorless diamond. One of the biggest, among the top of it in terms of size and in terms also of quality.
When you say colorless, what does it mean?
We are inside the scale we call the normal color scale. The normal color scale is going from D, the grade D, to the grade Z. And we are at the top of the scale. We are in the range what we call colorless, between D, E, F. And talking again in terms of the carat weight of the Jubilee, we may say that it's among the 6 polished diamond ever. We mentioned the Jubilee, and we have one more Jubilee in the history. It's called the Golden Jubilee. Now, again, we are inside among the fancy colored diamonds because it's brown, and it's considered still today the biggest ever polished diamonds. We are talking about 545 and more carat. And again, now we are back in South Africa. We are in the premier mine one more time. It's coming from there. And the rough was something like 655 carats, so a big one. Not like the Kalinan, because as we said, Kalinan the rough was 3,200, so crazy carat weight.
Talking about biggest rough, Fabio, I have some idea about Lucara, Botswana.
Yes, Lucara Diamond is a mining company, Canadian mining company, but active in Botswana. And from Botswana, we had in the past a very big size rough diamonds, very big size. The range of course, we're talking about the exceptional size. The range is going from 900 to 1,100 carat. One of the recent, most important, is the Lessé di Larona diamond. If my memory is good, it's something like 1.111, so 1,111 carat. And it was sold, and Graf bought it. In fact, now it's called the Graf Lessé di Larona from Botswana, from the Karowe mine in Botswana, to be precise.
Fabio, tell me a story of Farnese Diamond.
Farnese Diamond, yes. Again, we are in India. We are in Golconda. It's blue. It's blue, like the hope we mentioned before. The Farnese Diamond has a very nice story because Philip V, we are talking about the Spanish Empire, so we're talking about the King Philip V, decided to give a very special diamond to his wife, Farnese. The name of the wife is Elisabetta Farnese, or Farnese Elizabeth. And the diamond is considered also, let's say, with very difficult story, full of very bad moments, let's say that. The first is when the diamond went lost the first time after a hurricane. We are in the Central America, so we are among the old Spanish colony in Central America. And the diamond came out after a lot of very strange situations in the history, no more than a few years ago, when it has been sold during the Sotheby's auction for something like 6 million in only 4 minutes, one of the fastest bid ever in the auction house. And again, lost again, and then back again when Bulgari show it in a very special cinematographia from Bulgari. So all the most beautiful diamonds ever related to the Bulgari collection.
Fabio, why Tiffany Diamond is called Tiffany Diamond?
Tiffany Diamond, okay, of course, diamond is having the name of the very famous brand, Tiffany. The diamond is also in the rough is coming from 2 centuries ago, because we are talking about the end of the 18th century. It was discovered in Kimberley mine, so we are again in South Africa. It's considered one of the biggest yellow color diamonds. So again, we are among the fancy color diamond. Help me a little, but if I remember well, Lady Gaga was wearing the Tiffany in some special occasion. Am I correct?
Yeah, it was redesigned with some birds around.
Yes. Okay.
She wore it in a premiere of her movie or a release.
So the Tiffany, despite it, you may say it's old diamond, still alive and is still there, and it's very beautiful. It's a square antique cushion shape, and the cutter, the side for this kind of shape is just to maximize the yellow color.
Fabio, why this ring worn by Princess Diana is called Diana ring?
Diana ring. First of all, because it's very beautiful ring. And why it's so beautiful? It's so beautiful because it's a very simple ring, but everything coming from Diana, the Princess Diana, became iconic, became a symbol of style. And it was the engagement ring from, at the moment, Prince Carlo or Prince Charles to the Princess Diana. At the end, the ring is very beautiful, I told you, because it's simple. Why? There is all lateral stone diamonds, and then there is beautiful central sapphire from Sri Lanka, about 12 carat. A beautiful stone, a beautiful ring, and it is the symbol of love between the princess and the prince, the engagement ring.
Fabio shared some great insights about most rarest diamonds. Can we talk about some expensive diamonds?
Yes. Let's say that when we talk about expensive diamonds, we are talking about stones that are unique, that have something unique. It can be the exceptional size. So when we talk about the Kalinan, it was that. Mainly that. Can be the exceptional color. We mentioned the hope, the blue, we mentioned the...
On that note, can you tell me a story about Oppenheimer?
Yes, there also the Oppenheimer Blue. Oppenheimer family is the family driving the famous company, the Beers, since the 1920s, so we are very back in time. The Oppenheimer Blue is one of the most expensive diamonds ever. We are talking about 51 millions in very close to us in terms of time action. It's blue. And again, it's coming from Koh-i-Noor mine from India, from the region of Golconda. And of course, it's a fancy vivid blue. So we're talking about exceptional color diamond, but it's not of the biggest.
I think it's barely 14 carats.
Yes, exactly. It's something like 14 carats, so not really so big, but it's blue. It's beautiful. And also, if I remember well, the Oppenheimer Blue overpassed in terms of cost also the famous Pink Star diamonds, one of the most expensive diamond too.
Fabio, you told so much about diamonds, expensive one, rare one, forgotten ones that are there in the history, but how about color stones? What color stone you would love to discuss over here?
There is a very special ruby I'm used to talk about to my students every time. It's a star ruby. So it means the stone is showing a beautiful star. It's coming from the phenomena we called asterism. It's called Rosser Reefs. It's something like 150 carat ruby, beautiful ruby, semi-transparent. Normally when we talk about rubies with asterism, the rubies are opaque or translucent, semi-translucent maximum, but not semi-transparent. So it's a very exceptional one. The name is coming from the owner. And just a very funny fact. The owner lost it one time on the back of the taxi in New York.
He took a great chance. And he found back.
I hope he got it back, yes.
Thank you so much, Fabio, for sharing these gems of wisdom, very literal gems of wisdom. I honestly had no clue about diamonds that were found in India, let alone in South Africa. Thanks for sharing that with us. Looking forward to have you again.
Thanks, Krishna. It's really my pleasure to talk and to, I'm a very talkative person. And if you start asking me questions about diamonds, color stones, I cannot stop.
That's a reason you were here on demand. Thank you again for joining on the Jewellery Pod.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you for sticking around for this podcast. I do hope you learned some great facts about diamonds and color stones. Do not forget to follow HRD and all the beautiful courses that they are coming up with. They also have now online courses that you can opt for. Last but not least, please subscribe to the Jewellery Pod. Leave your comments and feedback in the comments below. Let us know what you would love to hear next time and we'll make sure to bring it to you. Till then, we meet again. Thank you.
But we have also another Jubilee, let's say that. Blue Cara Diamond. Cushion.
Do you know why pyramids of Giza are still in Egypt?
No. Why?
They were too big to be carried to London.
Thanks, Krishna. We did it.
We did it somehow.